Look, it's no secret that Madden 24 is very friendly to the toters in the Madden community. And are you tired of being vandalized and taken advantage of by this play and this play? I got the one setup you need to shut them down and say no more. All right, so we're going to take this slow. I'm going to go through every adjustment, how exactly I do it, the buttons I press, and then we're going to speed it up, and I'm going to explain why I make that adjustment and what it's used for. All right, so we're going to start from the very beginning. Before we even get on the field, here's what you need to do. I come out in big nickel. Now I'm going to use the right stick, and I'm going to go over to the left one time. It's going to bring up the slot QB package. This is going to ensure that you can be able to make the adjustments that I'm making, so this is a must. You must have this on. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to click the right stick down. It's going to bring up our coach's adjustments. We're going to keep everything on, except we're going to go all the way down to zone drop hooks. We're going to turn those on to 5 yards. Next thing, I'm coming out in cover 2, and I'll explain that. I'll explain why here in a second. All right, so now we're on the field. Let's get to the adjustments. First things first, you want to user this left safety, this left high safety. Now, we'll go through there's a little bit of adjustments you got to make here. We'll go through them in the beginning. I'll explain why I do each of those adjustments. We'll run through it. We'll let the plays run out a couple times. And at the end, I'll show you how fast I can actually adjust. That way you know it is possible. I get like in 2-minute drill, it's hard. They can quick hike you very, very quickly. But I promise you practice enough, you'll be able to get the majority and the most important adjustments off to be able to ensure that you shut down this play. All right, so first adjustments is we're going to be adjusting our DBs. So we're in cover 2. Now, looking at the zone fits in cover 2, the outside corners play the run. Now, a little hidden gem about this is no matter what adjustments you make out of cover 2, the run fits will stay the same. Now, keep that in mind as we're making our adjustments. So the first thing you want to do is adjust your DBs. So I'm going to double tap Y. I'm going to hit X to adjust that left outside DB. Select him, and I'm going to put him in an outside third, which would be left on the up on the left stick. Now he's in a deep zone. Next thing I'm going to do is adjust this right outside line DB. Double tap Y, hit B to select him, put him in an outside third as well. Excuse me. Press. Very first thing you want to do. Press, press, press. All right, since I wanted to mess up, we'll recap. First adjustment's press, second adjustment, and third adjustment are putting your outside corners in a deep zone. Now, moving past that, double tap Y, we're going to adjust this right outside safety. LB to select him. We're going to put him in inside third, which would be left on the left stick. So now we're in a cover 3 shell. You also want to blitz your user. This can be done at any time. It is not incredibly important. So this is how we look right now. Now, next thing you want to do is man up your middle linebacker on the running back. So you're going to double tap on the D-pad to the right. You're going to select the linebacker, which is going to be X. This is who we want to man up. Make sure you hit X. You're going to hit up on the right stick to go man coverage, and you're going to select Y. So now, this is how we look now. The last 2 adjustments, we're going to slant our D-line to the right. This, I feel like, is actually a very underrated adjustment when it comes to run. They do this in real life. You slant to where you think the run is going to go. This actually will get you better block sheds in Madden as well. So let's talk through this. So if we're talking tight end attack, we've got the far left, the outside receiver. He's going on the street. He's covered. As long as your cornerback doesn't shit the bed and just let him get behind him. He's got his pants down. Now he's looking weak. Now we might need to restructure his contract. Let's talk to the tight ends. I'll get to the number 1 tight end here in a second. That is your guy. As a user, that is your guy. Middle tight end. He's going to go on like a little angle route. The middle read and the deep zone are going to lock this down and ensure he doesn't catch the ball. He doesn't see the light of day. Far outside tight end, he's going to be doing like a little stutter step wheel route. The reason I don't play man against this, because man has very similar run fits, is I don't care who you have out there. You could line up your grandma out there against Deion Sanders. For whatever reason in Madden, she'll beat him. She'll cook him. I had the 88 Deion in Mutt, and he went against the 85 Juice Check with 80 speed and got absolutely cooked for 1 play touchdown. I couldn't even catch up to him to tackle him. Now for the running back delayed route that goes kind of to the inside or outside, whichever way you want to look at it, that linebacker who's manned up on him will probably be a safety if you're playing Madden correctly, because linebackers have no arms or legs in this game. So as a safety manned up on him, he's going to play that very, very well. Now having your vert hooks at 5 will also assist in that, because as we know, Madden can be inconsistent. Life can be inconsistent. That route could beat that man coverage from time to time. But with those hook zones, it helps it out and ensures that that's not going to be open. Now, for your user, you are probably one of the more important people in this whole play. You're responsible. There is a dive, an RPO dive out of this. You've got to just protect the outside. Don't let anything outside. So if he goes dive, you just got to shift out here. When we're talking stretch, you've got to be the cutback player. So you got to stay true to this where I'm blitzing. You got to stay true to that hole. Don't just instantly sprint over here, because you look like a fool when he cuts back and takes it 60 to the crib on you. And trust me, with how it's set up, all your outside players to that right side of the field are going to play this. You have to trust. It's what football's about. And then when it comes to tight end attack, like I said, that number one tight end going on the fat post, that's your guy. That is your guy. You stick to him like white on rice. You don't let him breathe an ounce. Don't even let a little piece of turf between you and him. You stick to him. You don't let him go. All right, so now let's let this play out. See how it goes. Come on, Mac Jones, show me what you got. All right, so we got to stay true. That outside corner, you see, he didn't get in the yards. Started at 30, ended at 30. 0-yard gain. Like I said, no matter what adjustments you make, the run fits are still going to be the same. So we've got a cover 3 shell, but we've got a cover 2 run fit scheme. So that's really the hidden gem. That's why we come out in cover 2. Let's run it again. Make sure you know it's not a fluke. Boom. I'm the cutback player. The guy in man coverage not only will play the little out route, delayed out route, but in the RPO he will run with him, bag him up. He'll be the secure tackler. In case that cornerback just gets, if they've got Derrick Henry or something out there. We play swarm football here. We play swarm football on this team. So you've got that middle linebacker, you've got the outside who's going to make instant contact. By then, you're going to have at least one person shedding. That's 3 people to the wall. No yards. All right, one more time. We all know third time's the charm. Madden could get crazy. Boom, boom. 2 people to the ball right there. I think that was a 1-yard gain. All right, now we're going to look at tight end attack. So like I said, we already talked through it. Outside receivers covered. The post by the number 1 tight end, that's your guy. Number 2 tight end is the mid read in the deep zone, is going to be taking care of that. The outside will also be held by the vert hook in that deep zone. And then the delayed route is the man / the vert hooks. Let's let this play out. I'm going to bag the mess out of this. I'm going to bag it. It's bagged. It's bagged. It's bagged. That's a pick. That's a pick. All right, one more time. Let's take a look at this. This corner, this post rout's mine. This post rout's mine. This post rout's mine. Nothing's. Just take off. Just take off. See if that's a safety. We're on that. We're on that like white on rice, taking out the crib. We're hurting feelings. We got grandparents crying. It's a whole ordeal, but we're happy. All right, I know what you're saying. You don't have time to make these adjustments. Yes, you do. Get used to making these adjustments. If you're not already used to making them, I promise you, once you start doing it enough, you can do it in a matter of seconds. I will prove that to you now. Ready, go. Done. Stop! All right, guys, so like I said, you can make these adjustments. You can make them adjustments with your eyes closed. Get in there, do it enough. I've been playing Madden for a couple of years, so I've had the luxury of doing it a lot, but I promise you, get in there, you practice enough, you'll be able to do it probably faster than I can. Well, that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please like and subscribe. It helps me out more than you know. Check out the rest of the content. And as always, y'all keep putting on a show. See you in the next one.